seated position. We're going to do some Kundalini yoga tonight. So rub your hands together. We're going to tune in. Place your hands in the middle of your chest. Inhale. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Hold the breath, pull the Mula Bandha, look up at the point between the brow. Exhale. Ad Gure Name, Chugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, Chugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Ad Gure Name, Chugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's come into a standing position. We'll start in mountain pose. So coming into mountain pose, feet together. Make sure your knees are over your ankles, your hips are over your knees. Slightly tuck your tailbone in, and then roll your shoulders back and down. Make sure your hands are equal by your sides. Slightly tuck your chin in. You want to feel like there's a string being pulled to the top of your head, so you're standing up really tall. And then put one hand on your belly. We're going to practice our yogic breaths. So you're going to inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. So this activates our rest and digest nervous system. This gets us out of fight or flight. Let's bring our hands down, our feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're going to warm up our spine. So we're going to come forward, bending at the hips, and then we'll come over to the left, to the back, to the right, and down. Let's do that 2 more times. Over to the left, to the back, to the right, down. Last time, to the left, to the back, to the right, down, and then come back up. We'll do that on the other side. We'll do 3 to the right, so come forward, over to the right, to the back, to the left, and down, over to the right, to the back, to the left, and down. We're warming up our spine. Start taking those yogic breaths. Let's do one more. And then come back to mountain pose. So feet together, really ground yourself here. We always have shoes on, so it's really important to rock the weight forward and back, left and right, really strengthening your feet, pressing down on the front of your feet. There's 2 points in the front of your feet, and the heel of your foot is kind of like a tripod. So pressing down into your feet, not really gripping your toes with the mat, just pressing down into your feet. Really bend your knees here. Coming back into mountain pose, stand up really tall. Okay, let's do some neck rolls. So bring your chin to your chest. So we'll do 3 to the left. Just take your time. When you're finished, come back to center, switch sides, 3 to the right. And then come back to mountain pose. And then let's do some sun salutations. We're gonna come to the front of our mat. So it's winter right now. Let's come into mountain pose. Ground yourself. It's winter right now. We're gonna use these sun salutations to bring some light into our practice, into our bodies, into our minds. So this is a very activating set of postures. It's called a sun salutation. So we're gonna bring that sun energy, that active energy into our bodies, shake off some of those winter blues. So bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna do a back bend. So inhale, reach back, just stay here for a breath. Really reach up again, inhale. And then exhale, come forward, bending at the hips. Coming into our half forward fold. And then from here, we're going to bring the right foot back into a high lunge. And then bring your left foot back into plank. So keep your butt low, zip your navel up towards your spine, keeping a really flat back. You can try rocking the weight to the front of your hands to take some of the weight out of your wrists. Then keep your elbows by your sides, come halfway down. Chaturanga, and then let's come all the way down. We're going to come into Sphinx, so elbows under the shoulders. Inhale, gently look up. Let's take one more inhale, breathe into that heart center. Exhale, come down, push back into downward facing dog. Feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. Take some deep breaths here. Pedal your feet left and right. Really drive the weight into the back of your heels. We're actually lengthening the spine here.
And then look forward, bring the right foot forward into a high lunge. And then bring the left foot forward. Slowly roll to the top. Your head's going to come up last. Come back to mountain pose, feet together. Roll your shoulders back and down. Hands equal by your sides. Just taking a moment to ground yourself into your body, becoming aware and conscious of your body. Really feel the expansion across your chest. Stand up really tall, slightly tuck your chin in. That's your chin lock, that's your Lunderbund. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So bring your hands to your heart. And then we're going to inhale, reach back, and we are lifting through the rib cage. So we're protecting our low back by reaching back through the rib cage, by lifting the rib cage. Take some deep breaths here. Inhale, reach back, and then come forward, bending at the hips, coming into our half forward fold, Uttanasana. And then from here, we're going to bring the left foot back into a high lunge. Make sure you're taking those yogic breaths. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. And then we're going to bring our right foot back into our plank. Keep your feet together. Zip your navel in towards your spine. Keeping your butt low. You can rock the weight to the forward part of your hands to take some of the weight out of your wrists. Then keep your elbows by your side. Come halfway down. Then come all the way down. Let's come into Sphinx. So bring the elbows under the shoulders. Inhale, look up. And push back into downward facing dog. So feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. Bringing your weight into your heels. You don't have to have your heels touch the mat. You just want to bring the weight all the way into your heels. Oh, what is going on? We're in downward facing dog. Pedal your feet left and right if that feels good. So we're actually lengthening the spine here. So you want to push the weight back towards the heels. Pedal your feet left and right, and then look forward. Bring that left foot forward into a high lunge. And then bring that right foot forward, and then slowly roll to the top. Your head's going to come up last. And then come back to mountain pose, feet together. Stand up really tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. Slightly tuck that chin in. You want to feel like there's a string being pulled through the top of your head. Feeling the expansion across your chest. Okay, from here, let's come into triangle pose. So bring the left foot forward, the right foot comes back, your heels are actually lined up here, and then the right foot is straight, and then bring your arms to a T, and then we're gonna inhale, come to the left, exhale, come down, so you can stay here at your calf or your ankle or come down to the mat. You wanna make sure your shoulders are stacked on top of each other, and you can look up at that right hand or you can look down towards the mat. So we're taking those yogic breaths here. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. That's how we're activating our rest and digest nervous system. Bend that left knee, bring the right arm down, come forward, and come back to mountain pose. Really ground yourself here. Rock your feet, your weight forward and back, left and right. So you evenly distribute the weight in the feet. Okay, let's do bumblebee pose. So this is our balancing posture. You're gonna find a point on the mat to help you balance. And then we'll start with the right foot. So find that point on the mat to help you balance, and then slowly start to hover that right foot up. Bring all the weight into that left foot. And then flex that right foot. Bring that right foot down, come back to mountain pose, shake that out if you need to. And then center yourself in mountain pose, Tadasana. And then find that point on your mat to help you balance, and then bring all of the weight to your right foot, and then slowly start to hover that left foot up, flexing that left foot.
slowly come back to the top, come back to mountain pose. Shake that out if you need to. And then face the front of your mat. If you aren't already, let's come into half moon pose on the right. So inhale, reach up really tall. Come down on your heels, come over to the right. So feel the stretch all down the left side. Take some really deep breaths here. Breathe into that left rib cage. And take one more deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center, big circle with the arms. Let's do that on the other side. So inhale, reach up really tall. Come over to the left. So feel the stretch all down the right side. Really breathe into that rib cage. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale, come to the top, big circle with your arms. Okay, let's bring our right foot forward. Our left foot is at an angle and our heel is lined up with the middle of the left foot. And we're gonna bring our forearm to our thigh. Inhale, bring our arm up and over your head. So really feel the extension all down the left side of the body. We're using our breath to bring that prana, that life force energy into our bodies, which we really need right now because it's winter and it's dark and cold. So make sure you're taking really deep breaths. And then circle that left arm down, bring the left foot forward. Shake that out if you need to. Let's do that on the other side. So left foot forward, the right foot comes back, our heel is lined up with the middle of the right foot. Bring your forearm to your thigh, inhale, bring your arm up over your head. Really breathe into that right side of the body. Feel your belly expand with every breath. Inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. And then bring your right arm down. Bring your right foot forward. Shake that out if you need to. Okay, let's come into another forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward, bending at the hips. Take some deep breaths here. If anything feels tight, just send your breath to those tight spaces. And then from here, let's come into downward facing dog. Really pushing the weight back, driving the weight into your heels. Pedal your feet left and right. And then let's come onto all fours. Let's push back into child's pose. Okay, let's come into a seated position. We're going to do fists of anger. So this is really good for releasing anger. So we're gonna put our thumbs under our pinky mounds and our hands are gonna be in front of us, and we're doing O mouth breath. And we're bringing our arms up and over our head, and we're thinking about what makes us angry, what makes us frustrated, what makes us mad and irritated. So let's see.
Sighs. Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo, Sarabha Shakti, Sarabha Shakti, Sarabha Shakti, Namo Namo, Pritam Bhagavati, Pritam Bhagavati, Pritam Bhagavati, Namo Namo, Kundalini, Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti.
Place the fingers, inhale. Hold the breath. Imagine white light all around you. Project. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Project the white light above you, below you, all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Really stretch, project. Project the white light all around you and exhale. And roll the shoulders, the neck and the jaw. Okay, so we're going to come into easy pose. And we're going to focus on the point between our brow. So sit in a comfortable position. You want to make sure you're sitting up tall. You're going to activate the Jalandhar, your neck locks. That way we sit up really tall. You can gently rest the hands in your knees or in your lap. Just always want to make sure you're sitting up tall, and then gently look up at that point between the brow. You may notice you see a purple dot. If your eyes get tired, just relax them and then gently bring your eyes looking up at the point between the brow. This is our third eye. This is our intuition. This is our clarity. And then relax the eyes. And again, gently look up at the point between the brow. So we're using our gaze to bring our attention to our one pointed focus, which is the point between the brow. And you may not see a purple dot, but that's your sixth chakra. It's associated with the color purple. Paramahansa Yogananda describes a purple dot with like a yellow or white halo around it, but it doesn't matter if you don't see anything. We're just using our focus to create a one-pointed focus. Okay, and then gently relax. Let's come into cat-cow. So we're going to come onto all fours. And we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, look up, exhale, chin to chest. So keep going. And when we do our 3 minutes of cat-cow, we're balancing all 7 of our chakras. In the Kundalini yoga system, we have 8, which is your aura. So this is really important for 3 minutes of cat-cow. Inhale up, exhale down.
So our chakras, these are our energy wheels. That's what it means, is an energy wheel. And these energy wheels, these hold our karmas, our actions, these hold our emotions. And so these chakras are associated with physical parts of the body, and they're also associated with subtle forms of the body. So when we do cat-cow, we're balancing all 8 of the chakras. And when they're blocked, you may have physical ailments, you may have emotional ailments, you might find blocks in your life. So it's really important to move the body, because we're not only moving the physical body, but we're moving the energetic body as well, which just keeps everything flowing, not only in our bodies, but in our lives. And inhale up. Exhale, chin to chest. Really round through the back. And then push back in a child's pose. Hands together in prayer pose. And then let's come back into a seated position. Okay, we're going to do alternate nostril breath. So we're going to bring the thumb to the right nostril, and then the pinky finger is going to be what's closing off the left nostril. And so you can put these 2 fingers on your forehead if you'd like. So you want to sit up really tall, and we're going to inhale, close off the left nostril, and we're going to inhale right, close the right nostril, and then exhale left.
And then inhale left. Close off that nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Close that nostril, exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And then exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. And then hold for a second at the top and then exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. So keep going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale left. Inhale.
Pavana pavana para para pavan guru wahe guru pavan guru pavana 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 para para pavan guru pavana 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 para para pavan guru pavana 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 para para pavan guru wahe guru pavan guru pavana pavana
more time. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to end on the left nostril. Inhale. Exhale left. And if you need to do one more round, so you inhale, exhale on the left, go ahead and finish that. If not, take a couple breaths through both nostrils. And then let's come onto our backs. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then rotate the right ankle 3 times to the right. And 3 times to the left. And the left ankle 3 times to the right. 3 times to the left. Then you bring your knees into your chest, rock left and right. Give your organs a really good massage. And then rock and roll. And then let's come into Shavasana. So palms face up, let your feet fall to each side. And then place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and go ahead and take 5 yogic breaths on your own. So inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. Hands back down, coming into Shavasana. And gently relax your forehead. Just letting your brow smooth over and relax. Just focusing on your eyes. Let the little muscles at the corner of your eyes, those muscles smooth over.
Letting your eyes relax. Imagine a slight smile at the corner of the eyes. And let your jaw relax. Let your tongue fall back into the root of your mouth. Adding a slight smile at the corner of your lips. Focusing on your shoulders. See if you can release the tension from the inside out. Letting the tension melt from ice to water, from water to gas. Letting go. Focusing on the fingers here. See if you can feel the hands from the inside out. Feeling the pulsing, tingling sensation of the life that's here right now. Focusing on the heart for a moment. Seeing what's there. Maybe you're frustrated or angry or irritated or sad. Without covering anything up, just add a smile. Focus on the belly, let your belly relax. Adding a smile across your navel. Letting your hips relax.
a smile from hip to hip. And feeling the length and the volume of your legs as you take up space on the mat. See if you can feel each part of your body as a whole right now. And gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your arm up overhead and roll over onto your side. And then come up into a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll chant one Sat Nam to end the class tonight. So inhale. Sat Nam.